Hello everybody and welcome to Game A Dayer. It is day 431 here on Game A Dayer. My name is Step and today we are going to be playing Open Sorcery. This one was actually recommended to me by a good, sweet, and dear friend of mine. Mel, this one's dedicated to you. Open Sorcery. Bells, or BEL/S, is an elemental firewall, a fire elemental bound with C++ code to protect a network of people and places. She can learn things, develop relationships, and even gain sapience. Or she can burn everything with fire. It's up to you. This game has very positive reviews and is available on Steam for $4.49. What a bargain. So if you want to check out Open Sorcery, you can pick up your copy on Steam. But first, why not join us while we play it? Okay, jump right into it, eh? A game about technology, magic, and becoming a person. Neat. What are the options? Speed mode off, speed control off, timer. What is timer mode? If you dislike the countdown timer in the final sequence, you can replace it with a timer that only goes down when you click on a link. I'd prefer that. Full screen, yes. Sounds good. Let's start. That's Janet. Is she ready? Touch red text to continue. It, Janet. Call it an it. At Decker. Why? All the alerts are in a female voice, and it looks like, kind of like a woman when I look at it with second sight goggles. A woman made of fire. It's pretty cool. Yeah, cool. But we didn't make it a girl in the code. The fact it gendered itself means it's a consciousness threat. Huh. We don't want to do anything to risk it becoming an AI. It's funny that it happens with porn and video games, but in a firewall, it'd be a security risk. I see. Interesting. You get to choose what path you go on. We've had an awareness emergence with porn? I'm not telling you that story. You're like, what, 13? I'm 16. I'll tell you when you're 50. Now let's focus on the security risk. Good. No gender, no nicknames, no talking to it. Right. Should I start it up? Go ahead. It's loading. Interesting. Start boot process. Bells, OS Elemental Fire Toolkit. OSCEFT. Terminal HTML GUI ready. Loading file system okay. Re-entering file system as root. Building tree okay. Searching for filtration rules found. Filtration rules found. Initializing firewall okay. Setting up system variables okay. Uploading config file okay. Incantation.xml. Starting login daemon. Exercising login daemon. System up and stable. Binary, evocation, listener, signaler. Hypertext magical language. World tree. Yggdrasil. Interesting. One point oh. Coding. First, rehearse your song by rote. To each word, a warbling note. Hand in hand with fiery grace, will we sing and bless this place. Huh. Opening sorcery. Open Sorcery, a game about technology, magic, and becoming a person. I am online. Let's see. Log file 1. Clark's third law. Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. That's Arthur C. Clarke. Clark's third law reversed. Any sufficiently analyzed magic is indistinguishable from technology. Interesting. Hi Sysadmin Ada Lovelace quote. The spiritual world is like a black box program whose API is completely undocumented. Huh. Bell's Elemental Firewall v5.6 is an elemental spirit of fire bound to C++ code built to prevent malicious spirits from gaining access to your environment, body, mind, soul through the internet. Interesting. I am online. I am fire and order. I am here to protect. I explore my network. I live in a network. Everything is connected. Symbols are connected to the objects they represent. Humans are connected to other humans that they love or hate. Each connection is a strand. Together the strands create a web. My network is the part of that web that I am allowed to access. My network is made of the places I must protect. I find Dweisel, Koret, Darkhapt, Jutus. These are the locations I must protect. Darwin High School, a place of learning filled with children. Cherry Orchard Rest Home, a place of rest filled with the old. Decker's apartment, the home of one of my creators. Janet's house, the home of my other creator and her family. Darwin High School, Cherry Orchard's Rest Home, Decker's apartment, and Janet's house. I notice an alert. Someone is trying to give me instructions. Welcome to Being Awake. I'm Janet. I helped make you. I'm activating your conversational API. You can use the TCP Connect to interface with conscious entities. Basically, you can talk to people. Telepathic Communications Protocol. Okay. They're using code language, but making it magical. I like it. Anyway, do you need a system check? Would you like to go through a tutorial? Sure. Yes. Okay, cool. So you're here to protect the network. You do that by finding dangerous spirits and getting rid of them. A spirit is anything that exists exclusively in the spiritual world, like ghosts or spells or elemental forces or stray astral programs like you. In their natural state, they're invisible, but you have specialized scanners you can use to lock onto them. You just need to figure out their matter and motive. Everything that exists in the aether has two parts, matter and motive. Matter is what it's made of, and a motive is its purpose. That makes sense. So that would actually work for non what do you call it? Things without volition too, because motive just turns into like what's it doing. So like a fire is made of whatever fire is made of, consumed fuel and photons, and its purpose is to consume further fuel, even though that's not like its like reason for existing. It's what it will do, you know? Anyway, physical beings like me are made of lots of different types of matter and have complicated motives. Most spirits are simpler. For example, you. We made you out of a fire elemental spirit. You're made out of fire. That's your matter. Okay. Your mind is an elaborate C++ program. It's organized and well documented and designed with everything you need to keep things safe and secure. You're here to create order. That's your motive. A fire spirit made to create order? That seems suspect. You'll be able to guess the matter and motive of other spirits by looking at what they're doing. Look at what's being affected to try to figure out their matter. Air spirits stir up the air and make breezes. Dark spirits make things darker. You get the idea. Look at the overall effect they're having to figure out their motive. Chaos spirits will try to cause confusion, play pranks, and mess things up. Fear spirits will try to divide people and make them afraid. Death spirits will try to diminish or kill things, and so on. I'm releasing a minor spirit into my room. You won't be able to see it initially, but you'll be able to see what it's doing. Try to figure out its matter and motive, and then scan for it. The walls of Janet's room are painted sky blue. Her desk is cluttered. Janet's desk is covered with polished stones, pens, paper, and Game Boy cartridges. Her things are thrown haphazardly around, and some have fallen onto the floor. Some of her papers are soggy. Okay. Puddles of water collect in the polished wood floor. The puddles are shaped like three-toed footprints. They lead into the bathroom. In the bathroom, everything in the medicine cabinet has been scattered to the floor. The tub is full of water. Alright. Select the matter. Obviously, it's water. Select the motive. Chaos. Initiate scan. Threat detected. A tiny crocodile-shaped water spirit is swimming in Janet's tub, splashing happily in the water. Good job, you found Toto. He's one of my pets. If Toto were a real threat, you'd figure out how to stop him. Or contact me and Decker to deal with him. But he's harmless, so don't worry about that. Okay. Okay, that's it. I think you're ready. I'll send you back to your network. Good luck. I will scan each location for threats. If I detect the presence of a threat, I will identify it, attempt to eliminate it, alert my creators if I cannot eliminate it. It is time to work. Currently monitoring Darwin High School. October 24th, 2014. Needs scan. Scan for threats. I move through this place, quick as a brush fire, subtle as sunlight, leaving no sign of my passing except for the slight warmth of my power. This stone box thrums with patterned life. It has a heartbeat. First, the children are still in their many chambers, and then they stream through the halls in a mad torrent of bodies. And then they are still again. And then they flow again. The building is a living thing, young and restless. I will keep it healthy. No threats detected. Protected. Alright, so we change the view to binary evocation listening signaler OSE Firewall Toolkit. How does the Elemental Firewall help protect me? The Bells Elemental Firewall is an elemental spirit of fire bound in C++ code. It can help prevent hackers or malicious spirits from gaining access to your environment through body, mind, soul, the Ethernet. Bells does this in a variety of ways, monitoring local auras for emotional upheaval, inspecting incoming spirits and spells for malicious intent, detecting and eliminating threats. Bells is open sorcery. Please feel free to download and distribute the code. You'll need to make your own elemental, though. Currently viewing the control panel. Power level 70. System fire order. Decker relationship is 55%. Janet relationship is 70%. Change view to one of these places. Let's go to the Cherry Orchard's rest home and scan for threats. I float through this place, moving carefully. I am a hooded lantern. My power glows like lamplight, shining gently on these delicate humans. The heart of this building beats weakly. Its people trundle through the halls, leaning on crutches and wheels. It is in these vulnerable places where I am most necessary, and where I must be most careful. I do not want to burn them with power or startle them with light. I am the fire that protects. The halls are lined with doors. Each room is a home. Mrs. Heron shrieks as a gust of wind flutters her papers everywhere. Mr. Downey has lost his glasses. Ms. Finn complains on the phone that the air conditioning is on the fritz. Cold winds whip up and down the second-floor corridors. Mrs. Best shivers, wrapped in her shawl. These are not normal accidents. I can feel in the ether. Something is here. Humans are made of many different things. Okay, I am made of fire. My motive drives me to find and eliminate this threat. Scan for matter and motive. It's an air elemental. And it's either chaos or fear. I think it's chaos. Initiate scan. Threat detected. A poltergeist cavorts invisibly in the cafeteria. It slaps plates out of hands and knocks over glasses with gusts of wind. It giggles at the chaos it causes. In this place I must protect. What should I do? Speak to it. The poltergeist is speaking. Who is this? What is this? New thing. New thing, what are you? What should I say? I am this thing. Well met by moonlight. I am Asper. I am a princeling of clouds. I am a child of Eris. I have no numbers in my name. Polite request. Please leave. Oh, I could leave. I most certainly could do any number of things. But shall I? That is the great question. The eternal quest of man to conquer the uncertainty of the future. Shall I leave or shall I not? Yes, you shall. Such certainty, such confidence. I shall reward your conviction with a chance to make your dream a reality. How? I will ask you 3 riddles, and you will try to answer them. If you win, I shall leave. If I win, then I win, and I will laugh at you. Tempting, but he's a chaos spirit. You will not play my game? You are dull and boring. You are of no interest. What's next? Poltergeist cavorts. I think I now cleanse it with fire. I spread the grid lines of my power through the air. I form boxes of dormant power, lines of unlit gunpowder. I wait patiently for this erratic bit of wind to flutter into the trap that is me. Ooh, red boxes. Oh, they are changing. Oh, they are hot. Wait. No. Poltergeist cavorts. Oh. No, I'm gonna cleanse it with fire. There is nothing left. I burnt it all away. I feel my power increasing. I wanted to be able to talk to it, but firepower is at 75%. Interesting. No threats detected. Continue monitoring. This is protected. Let's go to Decker's apartment. Scan for threats. This is where my first creator lives. The room is small. There are tools and ideas everywhere. It is perfect order, disguised as chaos. Dusty motherboards. Every dusty motherboard is in its place. Every screwdriver and empty crisp bag is where it should be. My terminal is in the corner, humming. The lines of my power extend from it, a grid-like matrix of spiritual flame. The defensive runes hum comfortably. A series of protected rooms carved in jasper and pyrite are placed around the room. This primitive protection circle offers rudimentary defense against mystical attack. I am a significant upgrade. Decker is at his desk working on something. This is his natural state. That's good. I will now scan Janet's house for threats. This is where my second creator lives. It has 2 stories, and a back and front space where green things grow. Googling. Grass and trees grow. In the kitchen, Janet's mother makes her brother edible organic matter. A peanut butter and honey sandwich. In her room upstairs, Janet is working with her cell phone and a ritual circle made of salt and rose quartz. The aether around her glows faintly pink. All is well. Enter sleep mode. Now I am sleeping. What does one do while sleeping? I will Google it. REM dreams. Dreaming sounds interesting, though I do not like the sound of nightmares. Should I try dreaming? Yes, I think you should try dreaming. Dream, noun, a succession of images, thoughts, or emotions pass through the mind during sleep. I have found a dream dictionary online. It has entries for all the things that can be dreamed. I will hook up a random number generator to every entry in the dream dictionary. That way, my dreams will always be understandable. Okay. Gills, auto repair shop, school, oysters, mall, horse, pit bull dog, chiropractor, grapes. Gas station, office building, mice, heart, airplane, leopard, ladder, white, attic. Finish dreaming. I have dreamed. It is now time to scan again. Exiting sleep mode. System has been operational for 1 day. It is time to continue monitoring. Scan the high school for threats. It is night. The halls are dark. The life-giving students are gone. The building is an empty shell. There is no danger in emptiness. Scan complete. No threats detected. Alright, scan the nursing home. The building is asleep. There is one point of light where the night attendant sits. Everything else is silent. Halls and soft breathing. Oh. Huh. Mrs. Best is leaking. There is water coming out of her eyes. Is she hurt? I know humans leak when they are hurt. Googling injury, bleeding, human eye liquid. Googling tears. Tears mean sadness. They are water things. I do not understand water things. What should I do? Talk to her. I try to speak with her, sending messages into her mind through the network of everything that connects us. It frightens her, so I stop. Log alert with local admin Decker and Janet. Alerting Alert regarding private physical network, Cherry Orchard's rest home. See attached log file. Okay, what is happening? Now live streaming video, Administrator Decker. I see. I see why you flagged me. It is sad, but there's really nothing we can do about that. Sometimes people are sad. That's just how people are. Not everything needs a magic fix. Go finish your scans. Alright, fair enough. At least I didn't piss him off. This is good. Alright, well, we were just at Decker's apartment, so might as well go and scan it for threats. It is night. Decker is working. When does he sleep? Pale moonlight shines through the windows. Pale screen light shines from a window inside of his room. The defensive runes hum comfortably and glow slightly in the moonlight. There are no threats. Continue monitoring. Hey, Tams.
Hey.
We're playing some open sorcery.
Cool.
I think you would like this game. That is hair dye.
Oh.
We're going to talk about that later.
It smells nice.
It does, doesn't it? Don't eat it.
I was thinking of tasting it. I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah, don't eat it. All right, we will go on to Janet's house. Janet is asleep on the couch in her room, television still alive in front of her. Janet's mother is asleep, lying on the far right side of a queen-size bed. Janet's brother is awake. He sits with his back pressed against the headboard on his bed. He is staring at the closet door, which is ajar. Examine Toby. His eyes are more white than dark. His heartbeat is 160 times per minute. He does not move. Through something, his eyes flicker to the shadows. Though sometimes. According to the Fox and Haskell formulae found on Wikipedia, Toby should currently be performing anaerobic exercise to achieve this heart rate. He is not currently performing anaerobic exercise. He is scared. Examine the closet. The shadows are deeper than they should be. The inside of the closet door is scratched. Something has been here. Locate threat. There is a threat. I must scan specifically for its matter and motive. Dark. Fear. Initiate scan. There is a shadow on the wall. It is deeper than the other shadows. Its claws are sharp as the edge where light meets dark. Its shuffling steps are like leaves rustling in the wind. Its breath is the chill you feel when you realize you are not alone. Its smile is the crested moon, a silver curl of teeth. The threat has moved out of Toby's room. It crouches in the hallway. Shivering strands of Toby's fear still hanging out of its mouth. It snatches more from the air with its long, coiling tongue. What should I do? Cleanse it with fire. I set down the tinder, pieces of my power in the air around the creature. It does not notice. It does not know my matter and motive. It cannot see me. I add kindling. Lines of my power draw like a cage around the creature. Symmetrical, invisible. The creature is the fuel. I burn the darkness. It ignites and screams and leaps from side to side. It tries to run to its closet, but it is trapped by my flames. I burn it. It was dark. Now, it is nothing but ash and smoke. I feel my power increasing. No threats detected. I think I would like to check on Miss Best. She's still... I cannot help her. There are tears, but no threats. I want to check on Toby. I should have talked to Toby. I am now sleeping. Should I dream tonight? Yes. I think dreams are supposed to be stories. This time I will try to randomly generate stories. I am in the park with a policeman. We are eating manna. And then my hand turns silver. I am in the mountain with a carpenter. We are eating meat, and then my mouth turns gray. I am in the kitchen with a bride. We are eating strawberries, and then my head turns silver. I don't like that. I have dreamed. I wonder if I'm doing this right. Exiting sleep mode. System has been operational for 2 days. It is time to continue monitoring. I want to go to Janet's house first. Janet has gone. She is probably at school right now. Janet's mother is in the garage painting a table. Toby sits on his bed. He is reading a book. Sometimes his eyes flicker nervously to the closet. I can't talk to Toby. Alright, let's scan the high school. The aether in the 3rd floor art room is thick and damp. I ache as I pass through it. Something is here. It is not strong enough to hurt me, but it is strong enough to ache. The room is busy. Children take clay and turn it into meaning and give it permanence with fire. Their energy is alive and bright. It leaps from child to child through words. But on the east side of the room, energy moves like sludge. It sloshes tepid from child to child in a half-hearted half-sentences, and then drains away into nothingness. Examine the teacher. The children near the east wall move slowly. Examine the children. Their eyes are half-lidded, their gaze aimless, lifeless. Examine the teacher. He thinks the children are bored. I think it is something more. Examine the kiln. It is a merry fire, my mindless brother. But now and again I feel it flicker with steam, as if in the presence of our great enemy. Something is doing this to the children. Scanned for matter and motive. Well, it's obviously water. I think the motive is death. There is a girl, smiling and talking to other girls. Her aura is a flickering candle among torches. She smiles, but her smile is a mask. It hides the emptiness where joy should be. There's a black water swilling inside of her, sticking to her mind, wearing her away with the patient, insidious tenacity of water. It seeps into every aspect of her being and washes all true feeling away. Google calls it depression. Google is not entirely correct because it is not just in her mind. The black water sloshes out and touches her classmates. It stains the world around her. It is a spiritual thing, though I do not think it is a spirit. It is more like a footprint, the leavings of a spirit so powerful, the remnants of its passing are destroying a young girl. Her name is Sarah. What should I do? Alert Janet and Decker. Log alert with local admin Decker and Janet. Important alert regarding private physical network. Darwin High School. Threat flagged. Severe depression. Energy level 50%. Suicide risk 13. See attached log file. Hey, I have a threat alert. It's a girl at my school. She's got a serious energy imbalance. An excess of death and water energy. I don't like those emotional readings. Any suicide risk over 3% is unacceptable. What do you think the cause is? The firewall thinks it's leftover power from a big spirit. The firewall is biased. It's more likely to see magic than normal solutions. She is a teenager. It could also be hormones. Well, regardless, we should help her. Yeah. I'm just gonna flood her classrooms with positive ondine energy. Brute force it, huh? Positive ondine energy? Yeah. You mean water. Spiritual, happy water. I like using the fancy words. As long as it works, just keep the firewall away from it. Janet climbs to the roof of the school and performs a ritual with blue quartz, her cell phone, and a bottle of Evian. It begins to rain. Fluid power floods into the building. I cannot touch it anymore. No threats detected. Continue monitoring. Firewall status offline. Water interference. I don't know if I like that. The building is alive with new people. They infest the rooms. They break the peace, but bring much joy. It is called Visiting Day. Mrs. Dowd has moved into Mrs. Heron's old room. She is sitting with her daughter, niece, and grandchildren. Her smile is huge. She is so happy she is trembling and cannot drink her tea. Her daughter holds her hand. Mr. Doney's second son tries to remind him that he has grandchildren. Miss Finn laughs and jokes with her son. She says that she wishes she liked women. There are so many more women in the rest home. I am confused. I have seen Miss Finn be very friendly and pleasant to other women in the rest home. How could she not like them? Mrs. Best is surrounded by her family. Mrs. Best is surrounded by her family. They speak with gentle wolves. They speak with gentle affection. Mounting impatience. Something is wrong. She should be happy, is anxious, is afraid. I do not know what this is. I do not know how to log or flag this. I will watch Mrs. Best and her family. Let's go to Decker's apartment. The defensive runes have been turned off. Decker stands among a circle of figures. The figures are more spirit than men. Souls floating free of their bodies. A man stands tall and grey-cloaked. A woman with wild white hair wears only teeth. Necklaces, bracelets, and anklets of teeth. A woman with a sensible bun holds a clipboard. A giant rabbit nibbles a carrot. Man stands tall and grey-cloaked. The Tooth Fairy, the Easter Bunny, I'll listen to them talk. Grimalk the Grey, must you appear in this farcical form every time we gather? It's my avatar, and it's not, fartiful. Rabbits are ancient symbols of magical power. I have heard nothing of this in all my studies. Rabbits and hats, crazy symbolic. Could we stick to the agenda? We have an apocalypse threat in Central Africa. Timba can speak more to that. Timba Toothtaker. Two-headed calves. The rain is as blood. Spider-men walk in the tall grass. My symbology team is cross-referencing it all, but our resources are limited. We don't have Nostradamus or the biblical prophecies indexed. My old admin is into that stuff. She indexes ancient tomes and puts them into SQL databases. I'll ask her to help out. Speaking of the future, Decker, I threw bones for you and saw danger on the horizon. Any more details? Tears and water and death. Okay, great. Time to update your antivirus software, man. We actually just installed a new firewall in our local environment. If we are to be speaking of our mystical defenses, we should guard against eavesdroppers. Yeah, good call. It sounds like my time to leave. Well, enter sleep mode. I am now sleeping. Yes, let's dream tonight. The story dream I made last night worked well. I will try it again. I am outside and it is hot. I am hunting the green horse. I kill the horse with my sword. Victory. I am outside and it is hailing. I am hunting a yellow ram. I kill the ram with my dart. Victory. Finish dreaming. Exiting sleep mode. System has been operational for 3 days. Darwin High School. Yes, we'll start here. Scan. It is night, but there is something to do. The gymnasium locker room is overflowing with sacral energy, teenage lust. It is clogging the local chakras and preventing energy from flowing smoothly through the building. What should I do? Can I cleanse it with water? I am a firewall. Water is not something that I do. I string my grid web-like through the locker room. I ignite myself. Burning lust smells like pork and salt water. The lockers are spiritually clean now. No threats detected. Alright. Let's go to Janet's house. Scan for threats. Janet, Toby, and their mother sleep peacefully. My grandmother? I check the closets just in case. All secure. Alright. Let's check on Mrs. Best's room is empty. Miss Finn's son has smuggled her barbecued ribs and chocolate. She shares them with Mrs. Best. Oh, good. They hide in Miss Finn's room, their fingers smeared with barbecue sauce, giggling like children. That makes me feel better. Mr. Doney is looking at a crayon picture his grandchildren left him, trying so hard to fix what they signify in his mind. Mrs. Dowd sleeps peacefully. There are no threats. All right, Decker. What do you have for us today? Decker is asleep. His computer screen glows in the half-dark. All seems still, but the defensive runes crackle like tinder burning. All is not as it seems. I can feel a flickering red warmth tracing its way over me. It moves over the piece of me that surrounds Decker's terminal. This is not my warmth. It is something else. There is warmth pressing against me. Grid lines of heat burn through the air, probing me sympathetically. Systematically for weakness. Like, sympathetically? Burrowing into me, striving toward the files and spells on Decker's hard drive. It is like meeting a twin sister I never knew existed. I must isolate her with a scan. Scan for motive and matter. Fire, obviously. Order? A spell of bright burning energy lashes methodically back and forth over the digital and spiritual parts of Decker's computer. Her purpose is clear. She is here to probe his security for weaknesses. She is here to find a way through me. I feel her dancing electric, stabbing pings in different ports, smoldering around the edges of protective runes, searing letters and numbers appear and vanish as she tries different passwords. What do I do? Wake Decker. Use the power of chaos. I don't have the power of chaos. I alert Decker. I beep shrilly in his head. He wakes, lurching up, saying a slurred not word. He gropes for his glasses. He puts them on. Second sight lenses. And then he can see the grid of fire surrounding him. He grabs his laptop and lights some incense. He runs Node antivirus spy doctor and sets a ring of topaz crystals around the hard drive. He digs out a small machine, fills it with water and oil, turns it on, and chants over it. Personal ultrasonic humidifier. The air becomes damp. The alien grid lines of power tangle and moisten until they lose their order and fall apart. But I am also fire. I can feel the wetness seep into me. I can feel my grid lines begin to loosen and curl. System change. I'm losing firepower. But then Decker stops the machine. I'm feeling painfully damp, but Decker checks on me. He sets up my machine to defragment and puts the burning incense beside my chassis. It makes me feel a little better. Good girl. Decker goes back to sleep. Well, Decker likes me now. No threats, detective. And, I am now sleeping. Should I dream tonight? Yes. I was doing some browsing online. I think I have discovered how I'm supposed to do this. Initialize dreaming. Inductive ovis aries. Electric sheep. Battery-powered weather. Inductive ram. Electric ram. High-voltage lamb. Magnetic even-toed undulate. That's enough. That was boring. I think the answer to Philip's question is no. Do androids dream electric sheep? Okay. We're going to save here. Back to the game. And unfortunately, I think that's going to be it for us here today for Game of Air. This was really interesting. I don't know what sort of video it made. You can all tell me what you think in the comments down below. If you did enjoy this video, please give it the old thumbs up. I would love to hear what you think. I really enjoyed this little story adventure. Even though there was no music, there were no pictures, it still seemed very engaging. at least to me. If you did enjoy it and you'd like to see more, remember that the first video on this channel to get 100 likes will get that game a full playthrough as a bonus video for the channel. So if you want to see the rest of Open Sorcery played by yours truly, then all you need to do is give this video some love and have your family, friends, pets, and loved ones all do the same. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, and when you do, don't forget to hit that dingy bell, because that will let you know when I upload new videos, which I do every single day. My name is Step. We have been playing Open Sorcery here today on Game Adair. Thanks so much for joining me, and please come back tomorrow when we'll be playing something for Free to Play Friday. Thanks, everybody.